Because your people's ability to deliver a great presentation across a wide range of business situations is vital, I see training them as a tremendous responsibility. And your decision with whom to hire to enhance your firm's presentation skills is really not about whom has the biggest name in the communications consulting field or who has been established the longest. It's about the ability to deliver the best result. Because to win in this 21st century, you're going to have at least the level of knowledge your prospective clients and competition all have. Meaning, if you're going to do things right in the presentation skill arena today, your knowledge of presentation skills or your people's knowledge of presentation skills is going to have evolved. And to win, you're going to have acquired the new advanced skill levels of presenting knowledge that, unfortunately, as yet, very few have. Now, is that a bold statement? Well, we can certainly debate if it's bold to acquire new insights as to how the human brain works and how these insights heighten your listener's attention. But I do think boldness is important. And there is no doubt these ideas are indeed bold. And if you don't like bold strategies, then there's a real possibility that we're not right for each other. But then if we do work out, our forces could combine to become something really great. Imagine your experience and passion for your business or profession combined with the proven best strategic communication skills know-how. It's almost like some kind of a superpower. Because when you're armed with this advanced knowledge and you focus your gaze on any individual account, they would just explode with desire. And I know how difficult it is not to choose a bigger name company. How great are these guys anyway? Is there anything they can't do with all that youthful energy and with those amazing tailored suits? But there are a few things I would have to ask them. How much do they know about improving ethos, tone, essence, and framing? You see, I grew up devoted to studying human communications. By the age of 14, I had a mentor who was an associate of Count Alfred Korzybski, the founder of General Semantics, which was the forerunner to organizations like NLP. And then at 15, I took the Dale Carnegie course. And 2 decades later, I stumbled upon an organization whose presenters were all phenomenal. So I devoted 6 months to this group just to discover their source. I then spent 12 years studying at the source, which is really an underground mecca. And it was there that I was recruited by what was to become the #1 firm to train presentation skills in the Fortune 500. Then I was heartbroken when I was forced to retire because I mysteriously lost a great degree of my essence. For 27 years, neither the medics nor the presentation skills industry could talk intelligently about the subject. Then I discovered an ancient system that is secretly popular in Hollywood, of all places. And after finally resolving the issue, I immediately recognized its importance in the presentation skills arena. And due to the economic threat rising health care costs to all businesses in America, I imagined what it might mean if it spilled over throughout the workforce. I also discovered something from a prominent hypnotist several years ago called framing. Framing alone can improve presentations because it isn't always the speaker in a presentation who best understands the controlling power of proper framing. And I realized, should a presenter become skilled in each of these areas, he or she can realize an unparalleled success. Now, I'm at the stage in my life where I'm just not going to provide this to just anyone. I'm only offering my no-nonsense workshop exclusively to firms that I respect and admire. And there's two reasons for this. First, I can't rest knowing what I do about this advantageous knowledge, while due to insufficient sales, we have a national crisis concerning jobs, and of course there's also a healthcare cost crisis. And secondly, I simply can't ignore a diminished standard in training level currently being offered. You know, I've been asked and even advised by prominent business people, one of whom happens to also be a relative, am I sure that I want to commit to these things that initially may appear to most or some as totally disconnected? And I say to you, here and now, how can I not? So no matter what happens with your decisions regarding training, whether you choose me or not, I want to see our nation restored to its previous global status. And to restore our status in the world, as far afield as these two topics may initially appear, it is essential for there to be more jobs, which is only possible by increasing sales. Meaning, we need to excel in both communication skills, and we also need to better control healthcare costs. You know, the only thing worse than hating an idea is just liking it. Because when you like an idea, then you're still really unsure about it. Imagine getting married to someone you only liked. It would seem rather cold. So if I were sitting in your seat, what would be important to me? I might think if I didn't love this idea of discovering previously unheard of solutions in order to help my people while helping to rescue or restore America's global status, then you'd have to turn me off right now. And that would be okay with me because it would be the right thing to do. And by the same measure, if you only like me, then you also must dismiss me. And I'm totally okay with that too, because I could not possibly work with you if you don't love our big idea. We believe in the idea that strongly. Right now, the fact of the matter is, many or most consultants are still teaching a communication skill system that is over 100 years old. And the healthcare costs threaten every business in America who is yet to implement this exciting knowledge. Consultants are oblivious to the key communication skills advancements introduced as far back as 1973, and they're completely unaware of the new advancements regarding tone, essence, and a strategic frame control system. So when you combine that with rising healthcare costs, you realize that they are being left behind in time. But time should not leave you behind. So if you love the idea of sound concepts to enhance the American legacy, and you want your people to advance with the times, we are the right team, or I'm the right guy for you to pick today. Because of my hands-on experience with each component, I know how to do this better than anyone else. But I'm not going to do this for you. I will have to do it together with you. So when you feel the time is right, I encourage you to come to my headquarters or call me on the phone and let's talk over how we can make the results you're looking for actually happen. Thank you.